Hi, I'm Dr. Rob Rutledge. I'd like to explain what I think are the key elements of an engaging and dynamic keynote address, and why I'm so passionate about speaking now 20 years later. Firstly, my message is pertinent to everybody in the audience. Essentially, you can make a difference in your health, in how you feel, in your energy levels, in your feelings of happiness, and really even how you perceive the world and its inherent beauty and sacredness. So I actually want to teach those skills. People can learn the skills that make a difference, allow them to function better and experience more joy in their lives. And for those people who've had a cancer diagnosis or other condition, taking care of yourself actually allows you to recover better, improves your chances overall. And I like to flip the notion that self-care is selfish, because in fact I believe that self-love and self-care are the best ways, it's really the foundation of being able to make a difference in the world in a very, very positive way. Because when we take care of ourselves, when we nurture our bodies, when we allow our minds to settle and find that level of emotional stability, and find balance and clarity in one's life, you can actually better able to extend out and to help others, to extend a hand, to give a hug, to receive a hug. And so self-care is actually very, very important. And so that's essentially the major message, and I bring that self-care message to the audience by asking them, by quizzing them about their own healthy habits, by providing the scientific studies that show, for instance, that exercise and mindfulness have a huge benefit in terms of how our brains function and so on. I like my audiences to experience a relaxation technique, so even just 5 minutes, something very simple, allows them to experience that sense of calm, that sense of peace. At about the 30 or 40 minute point, I like to get people up and do just a little bit of standing Tai Chi or Qigong, so they're experiencing and having fun as they're learning a new technique. But the most powerful way by far of engaging the audience is actually telling stories. And so often I like to tell my story of how I became interested in becoming an oncologist at the start, how it was one of those life circumstances where the book kind of chose the reader, kind of fell off the shelf, and so on. I like to tell them about my meditation experience. I've been meditating for the last 15 years. I come downstairs here and simply focus my attention on my breathing, and within a few seconds my mind is thinking about something else, and I bring my attention back, and a few seconds later my mind is thinking about something else, and bring it back. And it happens really dozens of times in a single half an hour session. But remarkably, I feel different on the days when I meditate. I'm more calm, more peaceful, better able to look that patient or other person right in the eye. I'm more effective and efficient. I just feel like my natural compassion and love is able to express itself when I'm in that kind of physiological state of relaxation and peace. And I also like to talk about the attributes of remarkable cancer survivors. So there's some really good scientific evidence that shows that there are certain attributes or traits of people who do extremely well. These people whose tumors shrink faster than expected, or undergo spontaneous remission, or who recover from incredible treatment side effects much faster, whose life expectancy far exceeds the expectations of their doctors. So these folks, for instance, no longer view recurrence of their cancer or even death as a failure. They're too busy focusing their attention on the things they can control and letting go of the things they can't. So they put their attention into finding a sense of peace and love and their attitude and their relationships, and having that experience of the joy and the wonder and the gratitude of living. And I actually believe that there's a kind of like a physiology of love and peace and acceptance and gratitude. And when we get ourselves into that state, it actually changes the physiology of our body. And I like to tell stories, for instance, of a young mother who had a breast cancer diagnosis, was most worried about her kids. She said she wasn't worried about dying. And when she prayed to God to be given the strength to face whatever arises. And when I hear that type of wisdom where she's letting go of the things she can't control and focusing on the things that she can control. I want to share that with a much wider audience, that we can all learn from these amazing people. And I want to share the stories that I've garnered over the years, serving thousands of people in the cancer centers and the weekend retreats, and share it with people in the day-to-day. Every type of person can benefit from this type of talk. So you can see that I'm super passionate about speaking. I really hope you contact me and that we can work together and create an experience that's the best possible experience for your audience. So I hope to chat or connect with you soon, and thanks again for watching this video. Take care.